what's wrong, but something isn't right. Don't feel I belong in the light. Passion has gone and love's taken flight. Things just feel heavy tonight. I'm tasting no tears, I'm fighting no fears, but still there's a hole in my heart. Not on my own, but I feel it sometimes. Wondering what should I do? For reasons unknown, I don't need to decide. It's true that I don't have a clue. I'm tasting no tears, I'm fighting no fears, but still there's a hole in my heart. I'm wasting no time, I'm losing my mind, here till the day I depart. Don't know what's wrong, something isn't right. Don't feel I belong in the light. Passion has gone and love's taken flight. Things just feel heavy tonight. Things just feel heavy tonight.
Welcome back, folks. Mark here from my Backwood Adventures. You just saw me putting the blade on my sawmill here. Gonna be doing some cutting today. It's plus 10, I think. Last time I checked, 10 degrees Celsius here in South Nova Scotia. Bright sunshine. It's a bit windy, breezy. But before I get milling here, I just want to talk to you about things that you probably should know if you're on the fence about buying a sawmill. There are plenty of videos out there about this, the pros and the cons and the benefits and all that good stuff, but I'll just give you my opinion here. Anyhow, things you need to consider for making the big purchase here is logs. Where are you going to get your logs? That's my biggest dilemma here right now. Where am I gonna find my logs? I'm running short. I do own, a couple of lots, wood lots or whatever, my property here where my house is and just down the road. But anyhow, it's it's mostly pine, white pine, spruce. Cut a lot of pine. That's gonna be for the cabin build for board and batten. But spruce I'm running low, and that's what I use for framing. But anyhow, one thing you need to consider is the supply of logs. Another thing is placement of your sawmill. Where are you going to put your sawmill? Speaking through experience, my placement, obviously, as you guys saw if you follow along, that it's not ideal, but it's serving its purpose for now. But do your homework, pick a spot, and you only have to put it down once, and then unless you're mobile, you can obviously buy the trailer option, which is handy. I didn't opt out on that accessory, but I just put mine stationary. But it's going to get moved eventually. Don't know when, but blades. You're gonna buy the blade sharpener. If there's somebody in your area that's going to sharpen your blades. Blades don't last forever. Even if you have a sharpener, they can only be sharpened so many times. So there's an expense. Maintenance on the sawmill. I bought my the spare parts kit when I purchased sawmill, and I've been through it. Not all of it, some of it, but it's handy to have, that's for sure. You know, your lube tank, if you're in an area where you get below freezing, what are you going to put in your lube tank? Washer fluid. I use washer fluid. I put a little mixture of pine sol and dish soap. I've seen that on some YouTube videos. That, it works quite well, keeping the blades lubed and cleaned. Um, Lots of things to consider. Where are you going to store your logs? Where are you going to store your lumber? You're going to air dry it. You got a kiln. Your offcuts, your slabs. There's just so much to consider. Just do your homework, and the benefits certainly outweigh all the negative about owning a sawmill, which really there's not a whole lot of negativity. It's just preparedness, just being prepared, and doing your homework, and you know, knowing what to expect, or you know, it's things are going to happen, things are going to break, things are going to wear. You know, the maintenance, if you're a slight bit mechanically inclined, it's not a sophisticated piece of equipment, and Woodland Mills has been nothing but excellent for any issues I had. Just a simple email with a picture, if possible, and they've been second to none, and that's speaking through my experience. But I'd certainly go with their sawmill again. I bought the 130 Max, which is probably a little bit too big of what I needed, but the 126 probably would have been suffice. But anyhow, it is what it is. I got it now, so I've got the capability of cutting larger logs if need be. So just all kinds of things to consider. But if you're on the fence, just do your homework, and if you decide to purchase, don't matter if it's Woodland, Wood-Mizer, or whatever, all the top brands out there, Norwood, they're all good. You're not gonna be disappointed as long as you can feed it. You got to be able to feed it. You got to be able to find it logs, and I love making lumber. You know, it's so gratifying when you can, you know, especially from tree, you know, harvest it from a standing tree, you know, log it, get it home, put it on the mill it, get your lumber out of it. You know, there's endless possibilities of what you can do, projects, whatnot. You know, especially now with the price of lumber the way it is, it's just gone crazy. But anyhow, that's you know, you gotta have a means. If you're not gonna purchase your logs, you gotta have a means to get your logs to your sawmill. So that's another thing to consider. Just so many things, and there's a whole lot of videos out there to help you out. And I'm just giving my 2 cents worth here through my experience. I had the tractor, you know, I had the logging winch, I had a little bit of equipment. I poured a cement slab before I ordered the mill, so you know, partially I had my homework done, but not totally. But anyhow, I just live and learn, right? So anyhow, if this helps anybody out, I'm glad if I can help somebody out here. Just make a decision, but I'm not trying to discourage anybody or sway anybody in any direction. But if you're thinking about it, you won't regret it. That's for sure. Anyhow, I'm gonna cut some spruce here, some 2x4s, I think, and then. So thanks for coming along. If you're sticking around, I'm gonna mill some lumber here, and if not, well, that's fine. Anyhow, we're gonna get milling here. Well, there you have it, folks, from start to finish. I think it was like a 10-inch log. Ended up with a few boards. 1, 2, 3, 4 boards. Maybe 5, 6 inch. Couple there, 5, 6 inch boards. Couple maybe 3, 4 inch. And 6 2x4s. That's how I do things. Maybe there's a better way to get more out of that log, but anyhow, that's the way I do things. So I'm just going to continue cutting here. There you have it, folks, another 6 2x4s. Not as pretty as the first bunch, but still usable lumber nonetheless. So not as many boards, I guess, on that one, but anyhow, like I say, it'll continue on. So now I got a white pine here loaded up on the mill. It's pretty fair size. I think it's like 17 inches at the small end. See if we can get some nice 6-inch boards out of this one. Anyhow, we're gonna mill this one up and see what we can get. Well, folks, my battery's winding down here. I got quite a few boards out of that log. So 12, like 24 roughly, plus stuff I got to edge there too. So it takes a long time to cut boards, especially on a big log like that. You're cutting 1 inch at a time. Anyhow, like I said, my battery's getting low here, so I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call this video, and hopefully you might have learned something, or if not, that's okay too. But glad you could tag along, and hope you're enjoying. Like I say, get outdoors when you can, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy nature, and be kind, be well, and see you next time.